How's it going, guys? Charlie from Drunk Guy Explains. We're here doing Craps Masters Class Lesson 3, Single Bankroll versus Multiple Bankrolls. To get right to it, what's the purpose of having multiple bankrolls at a table? Isn't that just a single bankroll? Well, sometimes it's not. Depending on, a lot of times when people do crap systems, a lot of times they're doing a bunch of little pieces of different systems they've learned across the way or for certain instances. And they'll have essentially made in themselves a system that is comprised of multiple systems. Well, to me, especially when you do something called craps mini games, like for instance, let's say that primarily you're a do player and you put 64 across and you max out the pass line bet. However, every now and then, if you see that someone rolls, I don't know, 5 off the field numbers, you put $10 on the field. That in the back of your mind is a mini system. So how do you manage how much you're gonna bet on that system or how much you're gonna dedicate to something that isn't your primary system? What I do is set up essentially a multiple bankroll system. And what that means is that, let's say I walk in with $5,000. Well, maybe 1,000 of that is dedicated to running the numbers or doing a do or a don't. Maybe 500 of that's running field martingales if I want to. Maybe another 500 is for the yos or any kind of inside bets. Maybe I put $100 to the side to run an ATS or a fire bet. Knowing a budget for certain systems helps you kind of see where things fail. For instance, if you're running a system that says, hey, every time the point is a 4 or a 10, I'm going to put $10 on a 5. And then you're running another system that says, hey, every time the point is a 5 or 9, I'm going to put $10 on a 4. If you have separate bankrolls segregated to the point where you can see where those levels are going, you can see which system is making you money, maybe which system is failing you, or if both systems are making you money, you know which one is more profitable for that time. And you can adjust fire like that. A lot of times when it comes to crap, it's all about fine-tuning a system and slowly manipulating it in a way that always makes money. If you're at a table and for whatever reason it's just running unbelievably cold, maybe you should be more conservative, dial down your bets. Or in a table that the last 5 hours has been unbelievable hot and everyone's making money, maybe you adjust to a more aggressive style. Using a bankroll inside of a bankroll will help you in the future kind of mitigate any kind of major blow-ups. And what I mean by that is that there's been times where I've been up $1,000. And I've taken that $1,000 and says, you know what? I am going to be here for the next 3 days. I want to have fun. I want to play like other people play with the dudes, essentially. What that means is I essentially took $300 on a $10 minimum on the table and said, you know what? I'm going to put 64 across and have it working continuously no matter what. No matter what happens in this table, no matter what the instances are, that's just going to stay on and make money. And if it sevens out, I'll come back with $64 again. Now, what I've done is essentially allocated a certain bankroll to a certain system. And in doing so, I am playing aggressive for my playstyle. I'm playing less than conservative than I'm comfortable with. But I know in my mind, even if it completely, utterly blows up in my face, I'm only losing $200 or $300 from my profit to do that. Now, if I don't have any kind of indication of what that bankroll management is or that budget is, then it can run into a lot of trouble because I'll just be drinking or someone will be talking to me or I'll just be playing haphazardly and I realize, how did I go from being up $1,000 to now I'm down $200? So the things about having a single bankroll versus multiple bankrolls is very good about budgeting certain crap systems with others. And that's pretty much the main course of it. And I know that's a lot of information to throw at once, but hopefully you got a little bit from it. This is Charlie from Drunk Guy Explains, finishing out single bankroll versus multiple bankrolls. Check you guys next time.